Aha, bojo koi wag, and then the wag guy. Moka angizes, and then there's an account. Make a Z in it, all day. Much as they be all day long and come on. Name a day one in it. Other than Joe Rose, my Anishinaabe spiritual name is Rising Sun. I'm of the Eagle Clan, a member of the Bad River Band of Lake Superior, Ojibwe, and a member of the Madewan or the Plant Medicine Society. So that's an interpretation of what I just said. I'm going to step out of character a little bit here. Very seldom do I ever read anything. But I think today I'm going to make an exception. Frank, you do this?
Sure.
The health of, if not the survival of many wetland ecosystems in the Bad River watershed are being threatened by an out-of-state mining corporation. Klein Corporation, based in Florida, is a coal mining company that has engaged in mountaintop removal with devastating effects in Appalachia. GTAC, our Gogebic Taconite company, based in Hurley, Wisconsin, right across the street over here, is a front company for Klein Corporation, who has a very nasty environmental track record. GTAC has recently applied for sampling permits associated with a plan to mine for metallic minerals on the Penokee Ridge. The Penokee Ridge runs parallel to Highway 77 from Mellon to Upson. Runoff through the Bad River watershed during a rainy season starts from approximately 1,800 feet above sea level. That's the elevation of that Penokee Ridge. And runs down through the Bad River watershed to the level of Lake Superior, which is 600 feet above sea level. This is an incline of approximately 1,200 feet, which flows through many wetland ecosystems of the Bad River watershed. This is the same path that mining discharge would take on its course down to the largest body of fresh water in the entire world. As proof of this, see aerial photos of flood stage runoff that starts at the Penokee Ridge and runs down through the watershed and out to Lake Superior. The entire watershed is mud red, and the mud line extends out into Lake Superior. Again, this is the same path that mining discharge would take as it flows to Lake Superior. Many of the streams in the Bad River watershed have been designated as outstanding resource waters. Some of them support brook trout, which is an indicator species of a very clean cold water environment. These streams empty into the Tyler Forks River, the Marengo River, and the Potato River systems on their way to the Bad River and the Kakagan Slough areas. The Bad River and Kakagan Slough areas are recognized internationally by the Ramsar Treaty as pristine wetland estuaries and account for 55% of the coastal wetlands in the Lake Superior Basin. The Bad River is the primary spawning ground for sturgeon on Lake Superior, and the Kakagan Sloughs support the largest area of native wild rice on the entire Great Lakes. Both of these wetland ecosystems support many different species of local and migrating waterfowl, as well as many different species of game fish and wildlife. In researching the effects of metallic mineral mining at other sites, we find that the health or even survival of certain plant and animal organisms have been seriously compromised by mining discharge. A good example of this is the loss of wild rice on the St. Louis River near Duluth, Minnesota. The effects of metallic mineral mining on the scale proposed by GTAC poses a serious threat to both the quantity and quality of both groundwater and surface water in the Bad River watershed. Also, airborne emissions from blasting and on-site processing activities would compromise air quality, since this would be the #1 source of airborne mercury compounds in the basin, or maybe on Lake Superior. Artesian wells along the Lake Superior shoreline may be threatened, since a law of gravity supplies these wells with their water pressure. That is from 1,800 feet down to 600 feet lake level. Destruction of natural habitats would threaten plant and animal populations that live in the Bad River watershed, and would result in a violation of the treaty reserved rights of the Lake Superior Ojibwe. The truth is that a mine of this size and nature has never been successfully restored anywhere else in the world. Those environments where this type of mining has occurred have been permanently altered. Miigwech, Mio.
Thank you, Joe.